In today's devlog, I wanted to quickly go over Ludum Dare 53. How it looked for me, what I did, what I would do differently from today's perspective, and so on. Ludum Dare has three main categories: Extra, Compo, and Gem. Extra is a category which, if I'm correct, is not rated at all, and it's also the longest one. Compo is the most strict one, with a hard time limit of 48 hours, during which you need to do all the coding, all graphics, and so on. Basically, you cannot use any assets created beforehand, and you need to supply all the code. Jam is the category I joined. It is a 72 hours long event, during which you can use code and art that you have legal rights to. Because I like to complicate things for myself, I decided to make all the code and art myself during the event anyway. Theme for the game jam was delivery. I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of the theme at the beginning, and definitely wasn't one that I voted for. But in the end, I think many very nice games were inspired by it. Event started at 3 AM where I live, and for some time I was thinking about setting the alarm to like 2 AM and starting at 3 AM sharp, but I listened to logic and decided to wake up a bit after 6 AM, check the theme, take a shower, and I started to work a bit over 8 AM. For a little bit of time I was confused as to which setting I would put my game in, but I knew that I wanted to have a simple platformer. After brainstorming with my fiancée for a bit, we came up with an idea for a cute slime which would deliver packages to all sorts of witches, vampires, and other fantastical creatures. Of course, scope was cut more than once, and in the end, none of those creatures appear in the game, but they work as a story explanation to why it takes place in some creepy cemetery. I wanted the main mechanic to be picking up and throwing packages and other objects to solve platforming puzzles. In the end, I definitely did not succeed in this goal. Even after hours of tweaking all the physics, even at the very end, it was kinda wonky and unpredictable. Game ended up being a little bit of rage platformer, because physics introduced a lot of complexity to completing even the simplest jumps. Additionally, because I performed those jumps over and over again, I was kinda oblivious to how hard it was. And now I definitely know that the next time I will need to have more time for playtests, and they need to be introduced a lot earlier in the whole process. There are not many comments currently under my submission, but ones that there are mostly positive. I really appreciate constructive criticism, and I will definitely do a bit of a post-mortem with all the comments. For now, most people liked cute graphics, but did not like how hard it was, mostly due to the fact that if you die 10 times, you need to start all over again. Now I get why it could be a bad design for a jam, especially if you take into consideration that people have hundreds of games to play. If I would start from the beginning, I think I would do a few things differently. For start, I would make spikes in game use simple rectangular colliders instead of shapes of actual spikes, as it introduced a lot of problems for player. But on the other hand, I think with amount of content, it would make game way too easy. I think it would look better, and it would introduce less problems if items that are picked would be actually swallowed by slime. It would add a bit more of sliminess to the main character. Apart from that, the main lesson that I learned is that I'm no longer 18 years old, and lack of proper sleep for 3 days straight made me really cranky and unfocused. After all, I still feel proud of myself. Last jam I joined was over 8 years ago, and I never before joined solo, so it was definitely quite an adventure. And it was one of those kinds that I hope I will be able to repeat in the future. Whole game can be completed in around 8 to 10 minutes, and if you would like to play it, you can do that by searching Slime Post on itch.io or by clicking the link in the comments. I really liked the idea, even though at the beginning I wasn't so fond of it, and I think that after finishing my current project I could potentially release a post-gem full version, but we'll see how it will go. For now I need just 1-2 more days of relax and I will go back to Project TS. I already finished some power-ups prior to Ludum Dare, so maybe I will be able to post an update about them soon. I hope you have a fantastic day and that I will be able to talk to you again soon. Goodbye.